Dude, that was epic.
I love it.
Oh, it doesn't hurt that our friend Nico makes the most awesome vibe ever made.
Yeah.
Oh, that sound is just, it just nails it.
It's the best, man. It's just, I hate to say it, but it puts you into a vibe.
Bucka boom, boom, boom. Psh. He's a Hendrix nut.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's kind of the key to finding the Hendrix gear that's built by Hendrix fanatics is usually the good stuff.
Sure.
Which leads me to the Univibe sound. And Univibe is one of the last pedals that I ever bought of the Hendrix family because I never knew which one to get, or the real vintage ones were just out of my price range. So luckily nowadays there's a ton of great manufacturers making cheaper ones, I mean lower priced ones than the original vintage ones, and smaller ones. But the one that I usually go to is a company called Sabbadius.
Yeah.
They're in Cordoba, Argentina. And they make a series called Funky-Vibes with different editions. And today I've got the blue Maui edition, which is kind of a tribute to the Rainbow Bridge concert, the Maui, you know, later in his career type of sound. But they make stuff from like the 1968 period, the 1969 period on.
The Fillmore. Yeah, because those are my favorite too. Like I've had them all. And they're all great. They all do a thing. Like I think like bulletproof, very good vibe that you can rely on no matter what, that isn't a giant pedal one, is either the Deja Vibe full tone or the Dry Bell one is really good too for small.
All those,
yeah. But the Funky-Vibes, to me, of all the vibes I've had, they've been my favorite. Yeah,
and like I said, Nico is like very much a Hendrix fanatic.
Yeah.
So he kind of really spent time dialing it in and getting it, you know, period correct too.
Well, and they do sound different because we during the course of doing the course, we used 2 different Funky-Vibes, and you definitely can hear the difference.
It's a very minimal difference. All of them will get you that Hendrix Univibe sound for sure. But if you are like a tone geek and really a stickler for things, it's like the little idiosyncrasies in the waveform that are different. Some of the models are chewier, which is a weird descriptive word, but it's a little more sharper in the waveform, and some of them are smoother in the waveform. And that's really the only difference. But to the naked ear, to any Jimi Hendrix fan, they're going to get you that Hendrix sound.
One Funky-Vibe, which one's the one for you?
Well, my favorite is the Fillmore edition, which I leave back home in my studio. But today I brought the Maui edition because I wanted something a little bit different, and maybe it'll make me play a little bit different.
Yeah, and that one reacts to the fuzzes differently too. It's cool. Like it has a. Yeah. It seems like it's almost brighter a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's because the waveform is so different that it brings out certain frequencies on the low part and certain frequencies on the high part.